Welcome to today's lesson. I am Professor Anderson. In this video, you'll learn 5 English phrases that native speakers use every day in real conversations. I'll explain what each phrase means, show you how it's used, and give you a chance to practice speaking. These phrases will help you sound more natural and confident in English. An English phrase is a short group of words that people commonly use together when they speak. These phrases often have a natural meaning that is not always translated word for word. Native speakers use them automatically in daily conversation. Learning common phrases will help you understand English more easily and respond more naturally. The first phrase is "that makes sense." We use "that makes sense" when we understand or agree with an explanation that someone gives us. It shows that the information is clear, logical, or easy to understand. For example, after someone explains a situation or a problem, you might respond by saying, "That makes sense." This means that you understand that situation or problem. Let's look at a scenario of someone using this English phrase.
The deadline for my project has been moved because of the upcoming holidays.
That makes sense. People are always out of the office around this time.
That scene provided an example in an office setting of this English phrase. Now, we will move to a participation activity. Repeat after me. Makes sense. Last time. Makes sense. Great work. We have just learned a common English phrase. We will now move to the next phrase. The next phrase is "sounds good." We use "sounds good" when we agree with a plan, an idea, or a suggestion. It shows that we accept what someone has said and that we are comfortable moving forward. For example, if someone suggests a meeting time, you might respond by saying, "Sounds good." Next, let's look at a scenario in which somebody would use this phrase.
Hey, do you want to buy some fruit from over there?
Sure, that sounds good to me. That fruit looks amazing.
That scenario showed us how this phrase can be used by 2 friends who agree on buying some fruit. Now, as always, here is the chance for you to participate. Repeat after me. Sounds good. Last time. Sounds good. Great work. I just know your pronunciation is perfect. Now we will move on to our next English phrase. The next phrase is "I'll get back to you." We use "I'll get back to you" when we cannot answer someone right away and need more time to think or check information. It politely tells the other person that you will respond later. For example, if someone asks you a question at work, you might say, "I'll get back to you." Here is a scenario in which you would be able to use this phrase.
Hey, would you be able to cover my shift next Friday?
I am not sure. I will have to get back to you on that.
That showed an example of a coworker being uncertain as to whether he could cover someone's shift. He will have to get back to him with an answer. Now, it is time for your participation. Repeat after me. I'll get back to you. Last time. I'll get back to you. Excellent job. You are making great progress. We will now move on to our next English phrase. The next phrase is "it depends." We use "it depends" when there is no simple yes or no answer to a question. This phrase means that the answer can change based on the situation, the details, or the conditions. For example, if someone asks if you are available, you might respond by saying, "It depends." Here is our scenario that demonstrates this phrase.
How long will it take to be seen by a healthcare worker?
It depends on the amount of other patients and doctor availability.
That young man was asking how long it will take to be seen. The answer depends, as it is not a sure answer. The answer is dependent on multiple factors like the amount of patients and availability of healthcare staff. I do hope he gets help quickly. Now, we are moving on to our participation portion of this phrase. Repeat after me. It depends. Last time, it depends. Great work! We are progressing through this lesson quickly. We will now be moving to our last English phrase of the lesson. The last phrase is no worries. We use no worries to tell someone that something is okay and that there is no problem. It is often used to respond to an apology or to reassure someone. For example, if someone says, "Sorry for being late," you might reply by saying, "No worries." Here is a scenario that demonstrates this phrase being used.
Oh no, I forgot to bring my nail polish.
No worries, you can borrow some of mine.
In this scenario, a young lady forgot to bring her nail polish. Her friend told her no worries, as she had some she could borrow. Thus, there was no problem. Now, for the participation activity for this phrase. Repeat after me. No worries. Last time, no worries. Excellent job. That was the last English phrase of this lesson. How do you feel? We will now move to a short recap, and that will bring us to the end of our lesson. Before we finish, let's quickly review the phrases we learned today. That makes sense? Sounds good? I'll get back to you. It depends, and no worries. These are common phrases you will hear and use every day in English. Tip: say each phrase clearly, with a slight pause between them. Now let's practice one last time. Please repeat after me. That makes sense. Sounds good. I'll get back to you. It depends. No worries. Thank you for listening to today's lesson from Everyday English Hub. If you found this helpful, please subscribe for more clear and practical English lessons. You can also leave a comment below and tell me which phrase you use the most or which one you want to practice more. Be on the lookout for more lessons coming soon.